तो प्रशांत तू तो एकदम ट्रेनिंग कैडेट लग रहा है यार, ट्रेनिंग कैडेट।
Yes, sir. I'll be joining my academy on this Friday, sir.
यू आर ऑलरेडी लुकिंग लाइक ट्रेनी।
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
हम लोग तो जब हम एनडीए पहुंचे थे तो हमारे लंबे लंबे बाल थे, थोड़ा दाढ़ी शाड़ी आया हुआ था एंड ऑल दैट।
Yes.
यू ऑलरेडी गॉट दैट हेयर कट
Yes, sir.
and our identities almost changed. We couldn't recognize each other, after the haircut and all.
Yes, sir.
Chalo, I think Muskan, please start. We'll let people join up, huh?
Sure, sir. Congratulations, Prashant, on your successful selection into the world's #1 shipment company, if I'm not wrong. So, Prashant started out as a defense aspirant and is now selected in the Merchant Navy. So, I think we can start with you sharing your own journey, how you started and what was your experience. And now that you are selected in the academy, what are you looking forward to?
So I joined No Frills Academy in the month of April. So after that, I had a first interaction with Colonel Nehru, and before that, I had already given SSB. And once I had the AC department, I was very fond that I have to join the armed forces. And I has really expressed this to sir that by heart I wanted to join armed forces, sir, and whatever it might be, I will join it. So he said one thing that Prashant, every decision is not taken by your heart. So everything is done by your mind. So that is what I came to know about Colonel M.M. Nehru sir as a sir, practical human being. So with that, the journey began, and he had listed me over all the shortcomings in myself and what I'm good at. So I started preparing on this, and I had given my next SSB. So there is a in that SSB, before going to that SSB, I had already a screened out candidate. So before going to that SSB, I called sir that sir, this is the date at which I'm going to have my SSB, and I had just asked one silly doubt. So he said, like, have you seen our video, the screening video? I said, no, sir, not completely. Sir said, no, you do whatever you want. You have been in our academy, and what were you doing? So I said, no, no, sir, it's not like that. No, no, you can, जो आपका मर्जी है ऐसा करो करके बोल दिया. Then sir told me, like, you just see the video 5 times, then you call me the 5 a.m. in the morning. So I saw the video not 5 times. I think I saw it 7 times. Understood, and I did not call sir. So I went for the SSB and I got screened in. After that only I called sir that I got screened in. That after watching your video 7 times, you said me 5 times. So in that the 5 days of interview procedure, whatever the procedure was there, so I used to be interactive with sir, and he doesn't tell me what to do and what not to do. Instead of that, he told me like, you just read the book, whatever it is there, and you just give your best. That is what I was actually doing. And it came on the day of interview. I think that is the best interview in my life, where the interviewing officer has tried to crush me. Like he put us in a situation that you're not at all fit for the armed forces. And he was everything he was giving bad comments on me. Like I have done even attended a Republic Day camp in NCC, and I have scored 9.26 GPA in my graduation. And I told him that after coming from Kannada medium, I scored this much in PUC. I have 96 percentile. I'm not academic candidate. I'm an academic candidate, and even also I am good in other extracurricular activities. So with this, this is nothing. There is no achievement in this. Who told you? And I said him like I do yoga. He said me like, what is the use of doing yoga? You are such a young person and you should be running. So whatever point it might be, he tried to crush me. Like there is no chance to give, satisfy him. So that is the interview where I felt completely unconfident. Okay, like after coming from the out of the room, I literally cried in front of one of the candidate. So even I shared with the sir, and sir started laughing. So sir told me that अगर तुम confident होता तो वो हो सकता था interview. So after that, I came back from SSB. When I was in the railway station, I received a message that I have cleared the written exam for Merchant Navy. of Anglo-Eastern company. So on the day of exam, I had already had one more SSB. I just missed it because only two SSB were there between 7 days. So I told like let's give one SSB on and one more is the Merchant Navy. So Merchant Navy and CRPF, these are all my plan B. But I was working on that, but more concentrated on my SSB as well as AFCAT and CDS. I have been preparing though. And in the railway station, I received a message that I have been selected for the Merchant Navy and I have been shortlisted for the interview. In the interview round, it completely it basically completely technical. They since I am a EC background, they are more concentrated on my electronics and plus they'll check our confidence level. It was the same procedure as there in the we can say they wanted to check our core aspects when it comes to the this kind of interviews. So there also he started asking me the questions. It was completely technical, and they are checking our how much I have understood the subject and how confidently I'm answering. This how confidently I'm answering. This I learned from my previous SSB interview that I have to be confident in whatever the interview that I'm going to face from onwards. So they are there from the recommended candidate. I got some of the tips that when I'm working in a, I was actually working in a company that whenever you're talking to your manager, colleagues, or HR department, you have to talk with confident. So I think I have used all those tips. Be confident and clear. And if I don't know, like how to say don't know with the confident. These all I have learned, and I just put those qualities in the Merchant Navy interview. But again, I did not select it for the first interview. So to test that, they had given me one more chance because that interview was lasted for only 20 minutes. So you can come back to the one more interview. That will be your last chance, and that is after 1 week. The reason why they have given it's because in the written exam I have scored well because it's completely technical. So I have scored in the well in that subject. Those they said you can attempt one more interview and that would be the last. So I was well prepared. I worked hard and I just understood the core aspects of electronics and whatever they ask very whatever the device which we use daily in life and electronics core aspect they will ask. So, and in the next interview, there was three officer, which were, I think, third officer, chief engineer, and one more assistant was sitting there. And the three of them have took my interview, and it lasted for more than 1.5 hours. So even the same thing happened. Like whenever I answered, they used to tell me like, okay, good. It is not 100% sure. You know, it is not 100% correct. 50-50. You answered, okay, okay. So I understood, like, yeah, oh, these people are going to do the same thing. So I was like smiling. I had a smile in my face. And I was like, okay, sir, okay. I was doing like that. I told like, sir, this is as per my knowledge is concerned. I am sure about this answer. If I don't know that answer, I have directly told them, sir, I really don't know this answer. So I think in two of the situation, they have tried to fix me where they have asked, there is a multiplexer in electronics. They told me about multiplexer. I answered them very well. And to make me in a fix, they asked like, Prashant, why are you getting confused with the multiplexer and decoder? I was like, "Sir, it is not asked again. Why they're asking?" And yeah, I thought like, yeah, again they're going to put me some other random question. So I told, sir, decoder doesn't have select line. This multiplexer has a select line. I just finished them in 2 lines. That is done, and they asked me like, why do you wanted to join Merchant Navy? I answered them like, this is a field where I wanted to, being in a core electronics. I have to work in electronics field and I have been a NCC candidate and looking for this kind of environmental where I wanted to work. And more than that, I am a ship modeler. I have also won the gold medal and silver ship for Karnataka in the Republic Day camp. These all aspects actually grab their attention. And also, I have done my internship at Bharat Electronics Limited, where I have studied on the MF Star radar of the Indian naval ship. So these all aspect has actually helped me to get to attract them in the interview, where only 40 candidates will be selected throughout the half a year all over India. So after that merchant navy, I just received the selection letter on the same selection. I got selected for the interview, passed the interview, and I got the news for medicals. Then I went with the medicals. It's a normal medical, not in deep as compared to the Indian Armed Forces. And after that, I had a psych test. It is a usual, like they will test us. Because in these days people are joining merchant navy simply because it is paid very high, and because of money they lots of seafarer will become join merchant navy. There are cases where they jump into sea and attempt for suicide. This is because they are not mentally prepared, and because of family pressure or any other false message they will join merchant navy because of money, and it is not exactly like that. It is paid because of hard work, and it is paid for only those technical persons. And that is after that I informed Colonel Nehru sir, and he congratulated me. And yes, today I'm here to talk in front of him.
Great, great. So now I have a couple of questions from you, of course, from your SSB journey. First of all, you mentioned that wasting time analyzing yourself post your first interview, I think when you were screened out, instead of wasting time in analyzing, you thought of writing your weaknesses down and working upon them. So how did you practice that? If you could just share a little.
Yes, it all started with the ship modeling, I can say, because uh, when we do ship modeling, like we will be given a stipulated time. So he was an instructor who was actually a naval person who has been come to NCC to teach ship modeling. His name is Parashuram. So before going to ship modeling, we will write down whatever we have to do, the plans. Okay. So once if we do with the, we will write, okay, next day we have to do this, and multitasking. Is some task is going there, and we have to switch into other tasks. So no time is wasted. So what we do modeling, same I'll apply it for my life. So tomorrow, what is going to happen? I'm like I stop thinking too much, and tomorrow क्या हो सकता है, इसलिए I used to write rough plans, and what should I do not do. And the best thing which I do is like waking early in the morning and running. That is the first greatest thing which I do, and that is a kickstart for my day. And for to come to analyze myself, I'll put myself always prior that I should do these things, and I would do these things, and use my time in a good manner. So I think the time management in life, that will definitely take you to somewhere. Because for example, the SSB interview could not, I could not crack any of the SSB, but I would proudly say that the procedure which we go in this SSB preparation definitely will make us to get a job at every field in this India. Because during this preparation, I feel like unemployment would have reduced if all people are starting preparing for SSB. Like our personality will completely get turnover. We'll come to know, like in my own self, I have learned so much of things, and I have improved so much. Being in Kannada medium student and talking here in front of you with full confidence, that in English, as it's all my daily routines, and this SSB procedure, which I would like to say.
So Prashant, you also mentioned that merchant navy was not your plan A, defense forces was your primary dream. So did you face any challenges while preparing for both the exams simultaneously? Because what I have also seen is that most of the defense aspirants, they do not focus on their backup plan. They're so focused on just cracking the SSB that they lose out 2 to 3 years of their lives, and they've not worked on a different plan. So anything about that you would want to share?
Yes. Um, So as I told in the first time, that sir told like you should not think by your heart. You have to think by your mind. Because that is the point where I realized, no, like if I was looking back in my family situation where I'm the elder and I have to take entire responsibility. I had that in mind, and nobody will tell me that you have to take responsibility. It should flash to my mind that yeah, I'm the elder, and my father and mother are earning, and it is a time that I have to take something, responsible work. So I had that I'm good in core aspect. Electronics, I'm very good because I used to understand things, and I never used to by heart. In engineering, we have to understand the things and write it in the paper in your own words. So that's how it definitely. I used to write whatever I have understood. That actually fetched me the more mark. So that is why I'm here with a 9.11 CGPA, and that CGPA, and it came because of hard work, dedication. Yeah, I really agree that, and I'm good with that. And preparing for serious AFCAT, yeah, I was doing that, but since merchant navy has only this aptitude. Aptitude is very common in every exam which you go outside. And for my technical, I have a good knowledge in my technical. I was up in that. Even though if any question is asked, I can tell them in a very usual words. But when it comes to CDS and AFCAT, there is also aptitude, and with that, there are some other NCRT subject which I was actually focusing on, and so I had no concentration on this technical. So cracking the tech, so I had in the merchant navy, I had technical as well as this aptitude. So aptitude, I was preparing for the AFCAT and other NCRT for CDS. So this merchant navy clearing the exam was very easy for me. Like as I used to just brush up before the exam, and yeah, wasting time in I yeah, it sometimes it feels like what if I did not get selected in after 2 years, 3 years. Even I asked this with the no, sir, I'm preparing for CDS. Yes, this is what I've done. I used to score 14 my maths, and now I am came to an average of 65. He said, good, good, you just go on, just go with your preparation. And more than that, I was actually taking classes for India student. I'm a part of Defense Combat, which is startup of Lieutenant Colonel VD Chaco. He's a retired person. So I'm the part of that club, and we take India. We have our own coaching academy, and I used to teach the student, and I used to earn, and that also has played me a major role. But I could not write any exams. I think in this month I have written after CDS. I was about to give, but I'm joining my academy, and yeah, you have to be preparing. As I whenever I just talk with sir, just prepare, and this actually happened suddenly. I was thinking, yeah, after 2 to 3 years I'll be get selected, but I just passed out in 2024, and I'm in the, you know, in a good commercial company.
That's actually great. What do you consider to be your biggest learning from your SSB experiences and something that has helped you in your merchant navy interview as well?
Yes. The first thing is definitely the way you talk with confident in the front of interviewing officer. I literally cried. I cried it. I cried when I come up the interview room. I cried because he was telling me like, "You're not fit for the armed forces. I'm not going to select you." And he started to put me down. And that is the point I remember. That next interview which I go, I should be in a such a way that I should hold my confidence, and if I know, yes, I will say yes, I know, sir, and I will answer with confidence. Even if I don't know, yes, with confidence, I'll say yes, sir, I don't know. You can. I'm good at this subject. You can definitely ask with me. And the only core aspect was confident, and it was also mentioned by Nehru sir, where it is written in my mail ID like GK confident, and a daily routine. I have to be very strict. These are all was mentioned by Nehru sir, and I was working on that. And in SSB interview, yes, that is confident is the main change which I have took for the merchant navy interview.
Understood. Any specific tip or like any guidance that you would want to provide to other aspirants who are preparing for the defense services but are also looking for a stable career option as a backup plan? So how can we manage both the options but still be true to our preparation for the defense services? Like how can we justify or like how can we show in the interview that this is still my primary goal? However, being a responsible person, I do have backup options which I'm preparing for.
Okay, like the only thing is that you have to uh, believe yourself and working on it. See, I was actually preparing for armed forces, even having a plan B. I'm working in IT field where I came to sir and told sir, I feel like quitting this job by in this environment. Sir just started, no, this is not the way it goes. You can't leave your job because it is a time where we have to working. It should come to your mind also that you have to be working, and you will definitely gain more personality aspects when you go outside and work. And don't there is no, I feel that there is no explicit preparation for SSB. Only preparation is that you go to social life and you act according to there, and you learn a lot of things out there instead of only preparing only for exams and only for coming to SSB coaching classes. We go there and do 15 days. I think that doesn't do anything, I feel, because whatever I learned, it is because of SSB preparation where I went there of 5 days, and the work culture which I have at my own IT field. And the aspirants who are looking for the armed forces, I feel like, yeah, you just preparing, believe yourself, definitely you will make it. And moreover, just look for any other job which brings same kind of happiness within you. I'm literally completely by mind, I'm good at, I wanted to go this academy because the first thing is I'm an electronic student, and the second thing is I'm a ship modeler, and the third thing is I wanted to work in a field which is very hardworking and technical aspect. So I'll feel proud of wearing the uniform and all the appellets, and I'll be a responsible person. That is the most important. Being selected as an officer, have my own team, and I'll get the same uh, thing which I actually needed. That working in a team and leading them. That is what actually I needed, and I'm happy with that. And I never regret that I won't be joining the armed forces. But I'm very proud that I'm getting what I wanted and I wanted to be in life. And moreover, I'm happy. I'm happy that what I'm going to work. That is a more important thing. The money aspect is something secondary, but the happiness within me and for myself, that plays a major role. This is what I realized when I'm preparing for this armed forces exam and for others.
Great, great. We are all happy for you that you are being able to do what you like. Sir, I think Prashant has shared his story. If you have any questions or if anybody else has any questions to him, we can ask.
Thanks a lot, Muskan, and thanks, Prashant, for sharing your views. So, Muskan, you don't switch off, you be there only. You've done a tremendous job. So, and you are a prospective interviewer for our, selected candidates for future. So, Muskan, tell me, I'm asking you, with your experience of interacting with Prashant in a focused manner now, what have you learned from your perspective as to what you should be doing to get success?
Sir, I think that Prashant was very satisfied with whatever reasons he had for his life. Like he was not trying to justify the interviewer in a way that I'm doing this, I'm not doing that. And he was happy with whatever he was choosing. And he learned very quickly from his first interview only that he has to be confident. And that was very much reflected in his next interview in the Merchant Navy. I think Prashant has given 2 SSBs. Of course, like it's only 1 year since he has passed out, so of course he did not get a lot of chances for SSB. But the fact that he learned something in his NCC camp, which he implemented in the SSB journey, which ultimately made him get selected in the Merchant Navy. I think the journey is very short, crisp, but to the point. And even now, when he's talking, he's very happy, he's very confident, and he does not need to justify the fact why he did what he did. And the story is definitely very inspiring.
And Muskan, what are your views about his outlook that he did not stop working and he took it that SSB preparation should be part of your routine life. There is nothing specific required for that. And as you work in the field, you grow, and all those aspects get manifested in your SSB performance. So what do you have to say about that?
True, sir. Again, sir, I think he was very honest in all aspects of his life. Be it education, he did very well in college studying electronics. Be it being the responsible person since he was the eldest, most child in his family, going to job and doing his job role efficiently, taking time out for running in yoga, focusing on his physical health. I think just being honest and efficient in all aspects of your life, you feel more confident while you're preparing for the interview, while even you are performing in the interview. You don't feel like you're faking it because you've actually worked hard to reach that place.
And what do you think about this conventional coaching academy type preparation? You know, psychology test practice karo, GTO, balli patta, gaant बांधो, interview के questions निकालो, क्या है CIQ 1, 2, 3, उनके answers लिखो register में, फिर उनको mug
That
up करो and all that.
That all is a hoax. I definitely believe that you cannot train 50 people in a room in the similar manner. Everybody comes from different background. Everybody has a different life story. They have different challenges. So, as concerned to SSB, so we cannot give a set of rules that this is how you're going to crack the SSB. And ultimately, I don't think it's about cracking the SSB. It's your overall take on life and how you grow in life. Even if it's SSB, even if it's some other job interview, even if it's just being in your family or being present, it's more of a long term thing which is not taught in coaching academies, definitely not in 15 days.
Fine, fine, fine. Thanks a lot, Muskan, for analyzing the interview and the lessons which you learned by talking to Prashant. So thanks a lot. So Prashant,
Yeah.
self-doubts would have come in, after facing that interview, interviewing officer totally shattered your confidence. So, how much time did it take you to get back on track? ठीक है, it's fine, what has happened, and then get on, bounce back and get on with your journey for preparation.
Yes, sir. Sir, definitely I'll agree that I doubted myself. Arey, kya ho gaya? Like, but I had that one thing in my mind since my childhood. Like, whatever you do next, you have to do your best, give your best. The best scenario has happened before that. The one aspect in NCC that actually helped me, like whenever I'm just doubting myself, I'll come back very quickly. That is the hard work which I do. For example, I would like to tell, I came back from RTC where I did not went fifth semester. Fifth semester, I did not attended any offline classes, and I started preparing only for my education during that selection and whatever camp which happens at Delhi. Even only 5 minutes wherever I get, I'll just used to prepare for that. After that, I used to concentrate completely on my competition, and we have that in NCC, that one, the candidate who is there in NCC will definitely have a backlogs, and he'll get from 80% to 60%, and he'll tell that because of NCC I got 60%. I had that one in mind. Arey, why is like that? Why can't we? Like, even though I'm in NCC, definitely we can do. Why can't we? So I had this 5 minutes reading throughout that fifth semester, which was went in the RDC. So I came back from RDC camp, and on, I think I came back on February 4th. I reached Karnataka, and on 6th I had my exams, lab exams. On 5th and 4th evening, I just forgot whatever achievements and whatever I have done. This is the time to focus on myself. Yeah, really I doubted, but the people were around me, the teachers and friends, they started helping me out. This is what you have to study. This you will make it, make it, make it. You will definitely do it. And that is what actually made me to push, and I scored, and even I had it was all magic because the exams schedule was announced where all exams had for minimum 3 days of gap. That is the confident. Again, I took it back, and I started just preparing. And there was a one subject where I literally cried, and I just called my friend, "Arey yaar, this I can't study. What to do?" But I started working. I even remember I completing all the record book जो पीछे the pages will be remain. No, I used to write every problems and everything. I used to work till 1 p.m. 1 a.m. So I scored well, and I again scored this second rank, and for that semester, and even I was shocked. And I just remember you have to do hard work. So same thing when I got screened out or conferenced out from SSB, I just made a myself video, and I started just telling myself, no, next time you will do this, and you won't be worrying too much. And SSB preparation, like, no, you will be confident and you will definitely make it and put your best. That's it. And I talk to you also, sir. So I talk to you and I talk to my own coaching academy, one of the officer. He also told me, like, you write down whatever things which was happened in SSP, and you just do as you things is going on. You again just go with your daily routine. And there is one more. My senior was there. Again, I asked the senior, who is going to pass out in this September from OTA. Even I talked to him. So I explained, so this is what all happened, and he told me, yeah, this will definitely happen, and this is the environment you'll get in SSB, and you have to come up and you have to prove yourself, or you have to give your best. So again, so people were around me. They are very too helpful, and they are whatever the words were there. I took it very positively, and yeah, that positiveness was because of the people who were around me, and the work which I have done, and yes, sir, that is the two things which made me to diminish this self-doubt within me.
And how did the group activities in No Frills Academy benefit you?
Sir, I think I have less participated because within participating, I think 20 to 25 classes, I came to know where exactly I was lagging. The first thing was I used to write long stories around within 4 minutes. I used to write around 15, 16 lines. So that has reduced to 8, 10 lines with the practical, sensible story. For example, the story which got me to screen in was what I had written, that there was 4 people taking injured guy to the ambulance. What I wrote that one of the doctor was there. He suddenly see a person who was hit by a car and his leg was broken. So I used to write 4 solution. He dragged him to the side of the road. He immediately informed one of the person to call the ambulance. He looked for the he looked for the nearby stick, tied it to the knee, leg which was broken with the help of a woman shawl. He gave him some of the water and removed his shirt. By this time, and he was shifted to the ambulance with the help of the people. This is the story was written, and this was all because of when whatever we do classes in the No Frills Academy, we used to get review. So they used to tell me, Prashant, you should not do this, and this is very good. And yeah, I just followed it, and there is a lot of improvement when I went for the second SSB, and which helped me to screening notes.
Thanks a lot, Prashant. I have nothing more to ask. Congratulations on behalf of
Yes,
all of
sir.
us.
Thank you.
And like all our students, please do remain in touch with your group members and
Sure, sir.
also me. It
Yes,
always
sir.
feels nice when you people call me up. You are
Yes,
open
sir.
to questions from others. Please go ahead, ask your question.